I might be a little late on this one, but there are actually some hidden features from the last update that most players probably missed. So if you're curious about what those are, don't worry, I got you. I'll break everything down with detailed explanations that you'll definitely want to know before jumping back into the game. And speaking of new, if you're also new to the channel, this video comes with a giveaway. Join now for a chance to win the Game Pass you've been dreaming of in any Battlegrounds game you want. You already know how to participate, so let's get straight into the video. Let me start with some non-character stuff that's actually kind of wild to use. First off, we got text-to-speech. Now, it might seem like a small feature, but trust me, it's crazy fun to mess around with. Just type anything and bam, you'll hear this goofy little voice reading your message out loud. According to the update log, the pitch of the voice is supposed to change every respawn, but honestly, to me, they all sound pretty much the same. Next up, we've got this brand new item called Transfigured Human. It works just like the other items, spawning randomly in public servers, or you can mess around with it in build mode. Pretty simple. You just throw it, and it summons a transfigured human NPC that instantly rushes to the nearest target. And if you drop multiple of them, oh man, they'll fight each other to the death, which is actually kind of crazy. One thing to note though, if you spawn it and there's no one nearby, it'll just despawn. And here's the fun part. You can actually give these transfigured humans their own moveset using the moveset block. Just summon them inside it and bam, your NPC now has its own unique moveset. Alright, so we got 14 brand new emotes. Of course, I went ahead and bought all of them just to showcase for you guys. But we'll get to that a little later, because we still got some more important stuff to cover first. Alright, I think it's about time we move on to the character-related stuff, my friends. Now let's talk about Charles Bernard, because this character got some love in this update. First off, they buffed the aerial shut-up move, increasing the damage. So yeah, it actually hurts now when you land at mid-air. And here's the big one. They added perfect blocking to this guy. The cool part? You can actually extend the window if you mark the opponent and if your awakening meter's filled up. So not only do you get extra damage in the air, but now you've also got a defensive tool that can completely turn the tables if you time it right. Next up, we got some changes for Vessel. And honestly, these are pretty big. First off, fainting now costs awakening to perform. But here's the twist. You can still faint even if your awakening bar is empty. Kinda weird, right? On top of that, perfect blocking is gone. So yeah, no more clutch saves with that mechanic. And to finish it off, they reworked the visuals for the Black Flash finisher. And man, it looks way cleaner and more polished now when you land it. Now, let's dive into Yuta's newly added moves. First up, we got Rika's copy move. I'm sure you already get the idea behind it, but let me clear things up so we're on the same page. You can't just press the move and instantly copy something from your opponent. At first, I thought it worked that way too, but nah. What actually happens is, Rika has to land one of her awakening-based moves on the opponent first. Once she connects, then you'll be able to copy one of their moves. Of course, this doesn't include the Rika launch. The main point is, Rika has to hit the enemy for you to copy, and the move you get will always be tied to your opponent's moveset. And here's the cool part. If you haven't used your copy yet and Rika hits another character, your copied move actually updates to match the last person she hit. There's also a new variant of Rika's True Love Beam. Unlike before, where you had to sit there charging it up forever, this one lets you cast it way faster. The trade-off is that it only uses a portion of the energy, so it deals less damage, and the AoE is smaller. But honestly, it's super clutch in fast-paced fights where you don't have the time to wind up that big True Love Beam. Oh, and one more thing. Resolute/Black Flash got a visual update too. The effects look way cleaner now whenever you land it. And finally, let's talk about Jacob's Ladder. Now, unlike other JJK Battlegrounds games where this move is just part of Yuta's normal kit, in JJS, you can only use Jacob's Ladder inside his domain expansion. To activate it, you just press Authentic Mutual Love again. That's it. It's a single hit move that deals 70 damage to your opponent's HP. Once it connects, the entire domain barrier shatters, and the opponent keeps getting launched into the air. And here's the crazy part. On top of that heavy damage, it also drains 50% of their awakening energy. So yeah, you're not just blasting them, you're also cutting their resources in half. Moving on with Star Rage, I know most of you have already tried out the new special variants added to Yuki, but this breakdown should give you a much better understanding of how her special actually works. So let's start with the basics. the mass buildup. This special is super unique compared to other characters. Instead of instantly pressing the special button or tying it to a move, with Yuki you actually need to charge this purple bar beside your avatar by pressing the R key. Now, here's the catch. Charging it will take up to 35% of your awakening energy. Once that bar is filled, you unlock the ability to use all of Yuki's new special variants. First up, we got Garuda Rebound. This one requires a full 100% of your mass buildup bar. It even comes with a bloody finisher, and the coolest part, the Garuda literally bounces off walls until it hits an opponent. Next is Rising Rage, and this one actually has two special variants. The first requires 30% of your mass buildup bar, and the keybind is 2 plus R. The second needs 60%, and the keybind is 2 plus R plus R. Then we have Mass Breaker, which costs 30% of your mass buildup bar. To pull it off, just press 3 plus R. And lastly, we've got Garuda Stab. This one needs at least 50% of your mass buildup bar charged, and the keybind is 4 plus R. Now here's the important thing. If you've got one full awakening bar, you can actually use all of Yuki's special variants. So it's really up to you. Do you spend that energy on an awakening move, or do you use it to unlock and chain all these special variants instead? Now, speaking of awakening move, this one got a massive rework. Before, you just pressed G and summoned a black hole, but now it's become a full-on death awakening. Here's how it works. You can only trigger it if you die first or respawn. Then press G. Your dead body will lunge at an opponent, grabbing them by the leg. Once attached, you can press and hold R to increase their body mass to a ridiculous level and turn them into a black hole. This black hole covers a massive area, sucking everything into its center with insane gravitational pull. When it finally dissipates, Yuki dies along with it, but there's a risk. If you fail to fully charge the bar within 7 seconds, you'll let go of your opponent and die on the spot. So for Gojo, I actually already made a video about him on the same day the update dropped. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check that one out, my friends. And now, let's get into the 14 brand new emotes.